chair. Toastmasters. Yes. Good evening.
Good evening.
Is it me? Or is there some kind of struggle going on with love and wisdom? It's as though they can't seem to coexist. As if they were enemies. No, not enemies. Brothers. Sibling rivals that are wrestling for the remote control that operates my life. Love lifts you up, while wisdom grounds you. Love is warm, fuzzy, while wisdom is cold and calculated. Love will make you do some crazy things, while wisdom is practical, pragmatic. Love is susceptible to infatuation, while wisdom won't even take the risk. I remember being a freshman at Michigan State University in East Lansing, Michigan. That's where I met Indeed. Yes, indeed. She had a warm smile, a tender heart, and an amazing accent. Oh, I was smitten. I was captivated. I was in love. Well, infatuated, actually. And wisdom tried to warn me, but love would have nothing to do with it. I was like a balloon, blissfully floating away. A balloon whose string wisdom forgot to tie around its wrist. On campus that year, there was a couple we knew that was getting married. And everybody wanted to go to the wedding reception. The problem was, the wedding reception was in Detroit, Michigan, 2 hours away. Furthermore, there was a storm brewing, a winter storm, and no one wanted to get caught in the storm. Word got out that I was from Detroit, and I knew my way around. And this word got to Indeed. Indeed, he called me over, and I came. She held my hand, and I held my breath. She smiled at me, and my knees buckled. She fluttered her eyelashes, and I caught a chill. And then, as she walked her fingers up my arm, she said, "Oh, Eric, I would love to go with you, to go together to the wedding reception. Won't you take me?" Now all I heard was, "Love you, go together, and take me." That was when the blood drained from my brain right into my heart. And I wasn't thinking clearly, but I was really feeling it. And out of that moment, I said to her, "Girl, go get yourself ready. We're going to the wedding reception." And she was so happy. She hugged me, and she walked away, and I walked in the other direction, and the circulation went back up to my brain, and that's when wisdom said, "What are you thinking? You don't have a car." I did what most college students would do. "Hello, Dad." "It's your son." "I got a situation." "No, I got money." But we'll talk about that later. No, it's another situation. Now, what makes you think that it's all about a girl? Indeed. Yes, indeed. Dad, I promised her that we would go to this wedding reception, only the wedding reception is 2 hours away in Detroit. And I know there's a snowstorm coming, but Dad, you're the best driver that I know. Dad, you gotta come pick us up. You gotta drop us off at that wedding reception. Oh, Dad, please, Dad, please, Dad. You will? Yes, thank you, Dad. I'll see you later. Bye. My father drove to the campus, picked us up, then turned around, drove us to the wedding reception, dropped us off, picked us up after the wedding reception, drove us back to the campus, dropped us off, turned around, and then went back home to Detroit by himself in a snowstorm. Years later, we talked about that evening. My dad said, Eric, whatever happened to that young lady that you took to the wedding reception? I said, indeed. He said, yes, indeed. I haven't seen her since the wedding reception. My father said, that was the craziest thing I've ever seen you do. What made you do something like that? I said, crazy? You want to talk crazy, Dad? Crazy is the father that would pick people up. What made you do that, Dad? What made you do that for me? And my father said, the wisest thing I ever heard him say. He looked at me and said, son, in the end, love wins the day.